Your moment of the game winner, Robert.
Yeah, of course it has to be the guy. It's the game winner. It's the guy who was shooting the good on it. This is what I always tell people, Alec. If you use me during the game, we might have to get to this point where I got to make a last-minute shot like this
so
to win it.
It's more fun this way, though.
It's more fun, but you don't always want to be in that situation. But, give it up to Luke Kennard, having the presence of mind. And let's give it up to LeBron. LeBron is probably one of the best decoys in basketball. Him and Luka took the defense with him, and great pass by Marcus Smart. Like, I'm wide open over here.
Speaking of LeBron, he is now speaking with Mike Trudell in the media.
Well, quite a sequence of events there. And the first inbounds pass, you getting it, and then the no call, and then getting possession back with Paolo, and how that ending up with a wide open three for Luke Kennard. Can you just kind of take me through the swings there?
As I was supposed to go. Missed call, and obvious missed call. They missed the call, and turned out the best for us. We was able to hit a three. Great play calls by Coach St. Jean. JJ drew him up on the board, and we followed him to a T. Marcus made all the reads, and obviously Luke nailed it.
Can you just take me through kind of the exact things that you're doing in a play like that, and then once the ball actually gets to Luke, just kind of the confidence that you have that it's going through?
We got a lot of action going on simultaneously, and once we had the movement going, then my job is to try to, make a hard dive at the rim, and hopefully I can, take my grasp. So hopefully my move to the rim can pull gravity towards it, and it did. And it did. A couple guys went with me, and it left Luke wide open. One of the best shooters in the NBA, so just try to do my job.
So you kind of turn around, right? Once you know that the job is done, where the ball is in his hands, and does elation hit right away? Do you wait till it swishes through the net? You still have they could throw the ball down court, whatever.
When I turned and saw who the ball was in his hands on a wide open three, I pretty much knew it was cash. But obviously you got to see it go through. And, obviously I had a super quick reaction right after it, and I knew they had no timeout, so we had to get back on defense and at least get a hand up. And I think that was Luka against Luka or AR on Suggs, and was able to win the game.
You guys continue to have an elite record in clutch time situations. What's the feeling like, the shared feeling, I guess, when you need to make plays down the stretch, knowing that as a group you've done that so many times throughout the season?
Sense of calmness. There's no pressure. We're just calm in those moments. We know we can get stops, and we know we can make plays, and we did that.
You've done this 1,600 and 112 times as of today. I know you stand the moment on these types of things, but you had to know, you're prepping tonight to play the most regular season games of anybody. What was that like?
It was a regular prep day. I mean, I kept it, the same as the previous, 1,600, whatever the record is. But I knew, once I stepped on the floor and the game began, that I was breaking the record, and that's a pretty cool thing. I said it the other night. The best thing you can have for your teammates is availability, and I've tried to be available throughout my career, 2 decades plus, to my guys, and that's just it's a byproduct of it.
Did it feel fitting that your first bucket was one of the plays you're probably most known for?
Steal and a dunk. Yeah, probably. It was very fitting.
Luka Doncic with his 9th straight 30-point game as the Lakers win a wild one in Orlando. Maybe not a coincidence. It's their 9th straight victory. The vibes, as they say, are immaculate. Look at the scores from around the association. The Thunder get a big win over the Wizards. The Rockets take care of the Heat by 1. Hornets doing their thing. Hawks take down the Warriors. Clippers over the Mavs. Spurs handling the Pacers. Luka Doncic speaking at the podium.
Luka, can you first just kind of take us through the emotions of when you see a teammate come through like that, the ball's in the air, you got mobbed in Miami, and to be able to kind of go do that for Luke, it was, been trying to have a moment like that.
It was pretty awesome. I saw Smart under the basket, saying it's good. So he looks one of the best shooters in the NBA. So we had the whole confidence in him. It was a lot of guys that made a great play. LeBron with the cut to make him open, Smart with the pass. So it was beautiful to see.
certain things that didn't go your way as a team tonight, whether it was certain calls or just the way that the ball bounced. How do you feel then seeing the ball go in and 9 straight wins and just kind of continuing the momentum you've had?
It was very impressive. I think I played terrible. The team, I think we didn't play good, and we still to come down to the last minute of away game to win this game was very impressive.
Luka, you said you didn't play good in this game as a team. You've won a lot of games in different ways. What do you think impresses you the most about this winning streak and the way you guys have put this together?
I honestly think just the chemistry, the chemistry we have on the court. There's some time, we struggle to score, we struggle to defend, and we just come up with things that, good teams do. And I would say the chemistry is at the top. We're trusting each other, and that's awesome to see.
Luka, going back to the Orlando loss, that was a last-minute play that didn't go your guys' way. How do you think the team has grown since that game, and kind of bookending it from then to now? How do you think you guys have grown?
I think we're in a way better spot. I think we're fighting. We're putting the effort in. Like I said today, I don't think we play good. We still come up with a win in the away game. But since then, this 9-game streak has been awesome. We all enjoy. I think we all having fun in the court, and that's awesome.
Luka, I know you've been really focused on not picking up that 16 technical. You got called for one tonight for talking to Goga. Just what happened there, and are you hopeful in some ways that you'll be able to play on Monday?
I'm definitely hopeful. Obviously, I let my team down, getting that last stack. But honestly, I wasn't trying to. He set it free. And at some point, this is basketball court. At some point, I just can't stand. I got to stand up for myself. But I know I got to do better. My teammates, I know they have my back, so I let them down today. But hopefully it get rescinded.
Well, the rest in here, what language did he say?
It was in Serbian.
Oh, wait, that's the last one. You're done?
Thank you.
So we've now heard, obviously, what was exchanged out on the floor. Your thoughts there?
Well, he said it best. He said he has to control his emotion. He does, because you don't want to get the rep of people can get you to get off your game by saying things to you. Because one thing about NBA players and what we do everything to try to get you off your kilter. And sometimes you try that and it backfires and it lights a fire. And sometimes I think in Luka's case, it lights a fire on him. But I think in this case, it kind of bothered him because he didn't shoot it that well after this moment. And so I think, all some other stuff that's going on that sometimes you, as players, you got to stand up for yourself. You just can't let someone, as we would say, talk crazy to you, Allie. You can't let that happen.
Ditto. It's just, there are moments, right, where yes, you're responsible for your ability to manage how you respond and react. You don't want to put yourself or your team in a bad spot. But these are adult men, and there are times where, yes, you're trying to maintain the fact you're an NBA player, but you're also a person, a human being first. Like, your job is to play basketball, even though it's not really a job. It's what you truly love to do. But you're a human being first. And so there are times where it impacts you as a human at a level that you do respond or react in a way that you're maybe not proud of in the moment, but you still have to do it.
Which is what Luka said he did. Though he hopes to have that rescinded before the game on Monday. Still to come on Access, there's a new all-time leader in games played. That's another fact about this one. LeBron James stands alone as he passes Robert Parrish with game 1,612. Congrats to the King.